Notice the shape of the capstone of the pyramid. Think about this for a second. Again, I'm not going to spend the time with it because I want you guys to do your own homework here if you need to. Refresh yourself, refresh your notes, whatever you need to do. But think about every single picture of Ison from any Hubble, which we got, early on, and then that's it. Let's hush up because, God, if we use that equipment, they'll know exactly what this thing is. But think of all those. Even think of the early Hubble photos that were uncovered to show the flying wing. Everyone, whoa, that's a spacecraft, whatever. Launching. Hovering. It's in the heavens. I think if NASA would simply update their logo to this, most of us would get it right now. It would all every single piece would fall right into place. Think about it, NASA makes it a lot easier than all the effort that I've had to go through, all the mountains of your data that I've had to dig through, to predict your flares, to predict earthquakes, because of magnetic disturbances. I know it, you got guys behind the scenes that know it, and you're hiding it from us. In 5 fucking days, so let's go see what the stock market's doing. Okay, it's just about closing time. 5 points down on the S&P. Again, here's data, folks. This is a chart of the S&P that goes back to 2004. And then what it's showing you is 2 acts of blatant criminal activity by the people that lead us, that rule us, that think they're smarter than us, but they're not. Not even close. Housing bubble. Go back a few years, tech bubble. Again, money that doesn't exist, pumped into the hands of people that don't know what the fuck they're doing with it, and then it's advertised to the world as well. It's an illusion. It's a complete illusion. But there's one thing about this chart that gives me hope. It gives me hope that people are finally catching on to the scam. Because again, all you have to do is look at the bottom of this chart here. This is volume, folks. This is transactions. Notice, since the last scam, what this chart tells me is that the people that aren't here caught on. They walked away from the table. They're no longer playing this game. So guess what we have here? We have a market of rich-ass criminals that have ill-gotten wealth, all at the expense of all of us, of every citizen of every nation around the world. Because it isn't just here in the United States. Yeah, we might be the worst consumer, worst in the sense of, obviously consumption is out of control. Is it our fault, totally? Or is it because that's what they teach us to do so that they can continue to build their pockets? Make us buy their gas, make us buy their oil. Again, make us be nothing more than a resource in their corporate market, in a government that has become nothing more of a corporation, and we still put up with it. Well, I can tell you right now that this diagram, this chart, right now, to this very minute of the stock market, is telling me that most people get it. So what we have is a bunch of rich fucks that think they have wealth. What they have is an illusion, and very shortly, this chart You think this was the bottom of the market? You haven't seen anything yet. So take that into account. If you're in the market, you might want to just sit on the sidelines. You don't have to believe me one way or the other for all the other stuff I'm talking about here, but you might want to park your money on the sidelines and have half a chance maybe of ever seeing it again. If you leave it in the market and what's coming is coming, it's gone. It's history. Well, now we should all see it. Please, please, please look at the data for yourself. Again, my opinion doesn't mean diddly here. But I think you're going to really see that this and whatever else you guys can bring to the table here over the next couple days, it's not a coincidence, okay? It's just not a coincidence. It's the signs. It's the message we all need to spread to each other immediately. Immediately. Do your research, do your homework, do your due diligence, and then please, please help me spread the word. Please.